Welcome back to another Theme Park Conductor episode. I'm your host, Theme Park Conductor, and today we are at Universal Studios Hollywood. I know it's kind of weird to be here on a Monday, but there is special things going on today. That's why I made an exception and showed up today. We're going to be checking up on the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift project. We're going to be checking up on that hillside project behind the mummy on that hillside, rumored to be the studio tour relocation project that's going to be happening. Phase one is supposed to be completed this month, but due to the weather we've been having with the rain and all that, and the permits, that it took a little bit, so we might have a 3 to 4 week delay. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And the main event why we are here today, March 10th, not only is Mario Day, it's also the last day for this Fast and Furious Supercharged on the studio tour. It's the last day today before it closes forever. I know a lot of people want to get rid of that ride, including myself. Don't get me wrong, when it first debuted, it was very awesome. Now it's just kind of like, I'm not into it anymore. So whatever they decide to bring in that spot, whether it's a new experience or some type of theme park expansion, I'm okay with that. And shout out to Theme Park Obsession. Happy birthday, man. Hope you have an amazing birthday. Hope to run into you here at Universal, because I know a lot of us are going to be here covering the final tram tour through Fast and Furious Supercharged. The last tram, as of today, Monday, March 10th, is at 4:15, so I definitely will be on that tram. But right now we are on the overlook to look at Fast and Furious, so why don't we take a look? I forgot to mention as well, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, follow me on my socials. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Bluesky at ThemeParkConductor. You can find me on X at ThemeConductor. You can also find me every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Conductor Thursday live stream, where we have amazing guests on the show, or I go solo and I let the chat, kind of decide where the conversation is going. Usually I start out with Universal, then I worked at Disney, and I kind of jump back and forth. We do talk a little bit about Epic Universe and other things going on in the theme park world, so definitely stay tuned for that. And why we're talking about this right now, I want to show you guys this right now is the current look of what the Woody Woodpecker parking lot is looking like. Very exciting stuff. It looks like they're digging into the ground, probably laying conduit like electrical, maybe plumbing for their one out of 3 security hubs that are going to be surrounding City Walk, and also the Universal front entrance as well, because they're trying to make the whole City Walk and theme park into a security bubble. That way, when the hotels come, they can bring nightlife back to City Walk, because I know a lot of people want that back. Possibly nightclubs, maybe a comedy club, more bars. So they're hard to work at that. That's what it's looking like right now. Also, showing a picture right now, that new store that took over the old Fossils location. They are starting to move on that, so very exciting stuff. But right now, we're jumping back. I'm gonna actually go on the other side of this massive show building and show you different angles of the coaster. And as we're on the other side, as of today, or at least right now, Lower lot attractions open for your enjoyment, Mummy and Mario Kart. Our current attractions down is Jurassic World The Ride and Transformers, which is going through a 4-month refurbishment and won't be back open until June. But Jurassic World probably just temporarily went down, hopefully. But as we look on this side, we're looking at this great inversion over the escalators. And then we zoom into here. Hopefully, they finally walled that in, but hopefully they bricked that in, because I can't imagine they're going to leave that like that. But the coaster's looking good. And I forgot to mention, when I was on the other side by Super Silly Funland water park, which is currently closed as well for refurbishment, this tower crane is supposed to be getting torn down sometime this month. There might be some delays because, again, of the weather, so the latest would be by the end of April, but they're getting closer and closer where they won't need this crane anymore, so we'll just have to wait and see. And there's the current status of what the extended queue looks like, and here's where that footpath is, and again, another cherry picker. They did concrete this in, probably gonna do some type of facade here so it doesn't show all this ugly utility. And then they have one crane down here, you can kind of see it right there, and another one I think on the other side as well. And those are stationary, possibly just to get them out of the way, but I personally think they're for the scream shields that are going to be going up over this location right here to make sure that the sound pollution is not that bad for the studio and the neighbors surrounding Universal. And some breaking development here on this one side where the scream shields are supposed to be going up. We have construction crews building the wall here. So movement is now resuming back on the side again. So very exciting stuff to see for sure. And as we look, that's one of the newer pieces that we were waiting for. Also, this one over the fire road, which basically is showing that they don't need massive construction vehicles going up this fire road anymore. So that just tells you how much closer they are getting to completing at least the circuit of this coaster. And then there's another building that's finally gotten walled in, probably for more electrical. That's more likely what it is. And I want to give a shout out to Theme Park Wizard and Universal Coasters that has confirmed that there is at least 2 ride trains for this coaster on property, probably in the sound stage. I don't know if it would be in the maintenance bay of this building. I doubt it. So that it's probably in the sound stage somewhere under wraps or in a crate or something, getting ready to be brought in. Very exciting stuff. You can still see the scaffolding on that wall over there. We're going to get a closer look here in a minute. And as we get a closer look here, we're seeing lots of construction workers working on that wall, because the right side here, all the scaffolding is down on that side. Now the scaffolding is on this side. So I don't know if it's for some type of theming element. I know it's for a retaining wall, but could theming go on this wall? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. And then we're going to take a look right now at that hillside project behind the Mummy and see how that's going. And as we look at the hillside project from the second level of the escalators, it looks like a lot of flattening has happened. Massive road being flattened here. More dirt is going to be followed by, again, more flat to that road down there where you can see that car. Perfect timing for that car to pass by, so you can kind of see what they're trying to reach for here. But a lot of progress is happening on this hillside. And shout out again to Theme Park Wizard with the permits for the theme parks, saying that the first phase they're trying to flatten this. They're going to make an event space. More than likely, though, this is going to be the relocation project for the studio tour. And then what's interesting is a lot of this piping has gone up behind the Mummy on the show building on the backside here, where usually they have a Halloween Horror Nights house. So I wonder what that piping's all about. Very, very interesting. It wraps around the building here. So I'm not too sure what that piping's for, if it's conduit, if it's plumbing, or what that is, but very, very, very interesting. And just another look at that huge inversion right there over the escalators. Very exciting. I cannot wait to ride this coaster, and it's going to be my #1 attraction every time I do early entry. And with this coaster opening, there could be an increase for early entry into the theme park. So definitely keep that in mind. There's just another angle of that hillside project. Again, this road is really flat here, really flat. No workers on site today. I think they're all at Fast and Furious now. They have a separate team working on this hillside, so they probably have the day off, if I had to guess, but this is the current status here. And that hillside's looking really good here. Looking really, really, really good. So, cannot wait. There's one more angle of that hillside project. A lot of the tarps are still here, probably going to be here all through next week, or this week, and maybe next week. But the hillside project is moving fast. I love it. And just a programming note, like I showed before on the top upper level, it looks like Jurassic World is down because a lot of the water is drained. I don't know if this was a scheduled maintenance or basically it went down. So no Jurassic World and no Transformers. The only two attractions on the lower lot that are available is Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge and the Mummy.
Okay, you're a little
Very
confused.
cool.
Okay, let's do it all together. I'll cue you guys. Hey, focus up. Focus. All right, baby. All at once. Ready?
It's cool when they have him out.
Okay. Good girl. Are you talking to them? Yeah. Can we get some bark bark? Can we get bark bark? Let's see. Hey, Sierra, bark bark. You guys want to try it again? Let's hear it. Oh, good girl, baby. All right, folks, we're going to be bringing her in.
I'm up here on above Jurassic World Outfitters here on the lower lot. And like I said, Jurassic World, the ride is down. Again, I don't know if that was scheduled maintenance or something happened where something broke on the ride and they're trying to fix it. It was an emergency shutdown. I'm not sure. But, you know, a lot of things are happening at the park. And, you know, first of all, when I've said it time and time again, when it comes to Universal construction, whether it's here in Hollywood on the West Coast or on the East Coast with Epic Universe or just Universal Orlando in general, I could tell you right now that I don't know what Universal does to pay these companies to, you know, ramp up construction, but they hire the right people to not only hire the construction crews to demo or build new lands, experiences, attractions, shows, dining, merch, shops, just overall experiences in general. Compared to Disney, I feel like at least on the West Coast here, even in Walt Disney World, I don't know what their trip is. They'd love to go through that red tape. They'd love to drag out so much things. And don't get me wrong, Universal has had their, issues here and there. That's why like the Hillside project behind the Mummy. Phase 1 shouldn't have been completed by this month. Will they complete it? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But the thing is, you can't help if Mother Nature gets involved. And that goes with anything construction-wise on any outdoor project, whether it's theme parks, hotels, resorts, you name it. Mother Nature, you can't beat her. You just can't. And we've been getting some rain here on the West Coast in Southern California for at least the last couple weeks. So, that's why the Hillside project, at least phase 1, is not done yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. But as soon as the weather picks up, I could tell you right now, construction's going to ramp up. We've seen pictures and little clips on the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift project. It seems like a lot of construction workers are still working in the rain, which is crazy. Now, if it gets too crazy with the rain, obviously they stop. But if it's just light sprinkles or, light rain, they work through it. And I have to give a shout out to these construction workers. They're absolutely amazing. I really hope once the attraction opens, they give them a special, special ride through of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, which I can't imagine why they wouldn't. They've worked their butt off trying to put a massive, intimate roller coaster on the side of a hillside that, again, I've said it time and time again before, none of us here in the theme park world that visit Universal Studios Hollywood would ever think would ever happen here at this park, knowing that literally right behind the lower lot, they got the movie studios, which brings in hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars each year in the entertainment industry for the Universal Pictures. So the fact that we're getting this roller coaster and future expansions is crazy. I don't even know what to say to that. It's just absolutely wild. We should start seeing construction of at least one hotel, if not both hotels, but at least one hotel in the Woody Woodpecker parking lot, hopefully by either this month, next month, or at least by FanFest nights, because it's going to be, I think, a 500-room hotel. This hotel that I'm talking about, it's going to be in the Woody Woodpecker parking lot. It's going to be right in front of where security sits right now. And security is going to be divided into 3 different security hubs surrounding City Walk and the parking structures, which is Jurassic World, Frankenstein, E.T., Curious George. These security hubs are going to help with creating a security bubble for the theme park, and also bringing back nighttime entertainment, whether it's a nightclub, comedy club, more bars. And with that security hub in mind, we could see park hours adjust to that, which could be later park hours, which would be amazing for us theme park fans. So I really hope that happens, and I really hope nighttime entertainment comes back to the theme park. And I can't imagine why, but I feel with both hotels coming, because one's, like I said, one's going in the Woody Woodpecker parking lot, the other one is supposed to be going where the iFly location is, and so it's going to take up the iFly location and also the Curious George, or no, not Curious George, but the H slot behind the Curious George parking structure, where usually we have 2 HHN houses put in that location. So, but with both these hotels, I'm really hoping that they offer really good benefits, not only to annual pass holders, but just really great vacation packages that we all know and love to do, whether it's people from the Mid-East or just back east in general wanting to come to Hollywood out here on the West Coast, or vice versa, people on the West Coast wanting to go to the East Coast and visit Universal Orlando, visit Walt Disney World, or Universal's newest theme park that's opening in a couple months, May 22nd, 2025, Epic Universe, which is going to be have multiple lands in it. It's going to have Super Nintendo World. It's going to have the Donkey Kong expansion. It's going to have Dark Universe, which is based off the Universal Monsters. It's going to also have Celestial Park. It's going to have How You Train Your Dragon Land. It's going to be freaking amazing, and so many different attractions. I cannot wait one day to fly out there and go experience that theme park, because it's just going to be absolutely mind-blowing to me, because it'll be my first time flying to Orlando and visiting not only Universal Orlando Resort and Epic Universe, but I'm going to try to do Walt Disney World as well. I have a friend that works at Walt Disney World, so hopefully I can meet up with him. We'll just have to wait and see. But it's just like I said on multiple live streams. It's a great time to be a Universal, just theme park general fan of the theme parks. We got movement here on the West Coast with, like I said, Universal Studios Hollywood, the Disneyland Resort with Disneyland Forward, and all the stuff they're doing there construction-wise, and bringing new lands and experiences like Avatar, and now a Coco dark ride that's supposed to be based off, supposedly, of the Shanghai Pirates of the Caribbean style attraction. Also, we got Knott's Berry Farm that's out here. We got SeaWorld, San Diego, Legoland, just a lot of great theme parks to experience here on the West Coast, and same across all of the United States, including the East Coast. But it's just so much movement's happening. It's just absolutely fantastic. Now, I want to show you guys right now. This is the current look of what the iFly location looks like. You guys can clearly see that they finally filled in all the dirt in that massive hole, that massive pit that they had to dig to remove all the conduit and concrete for iFly that was currently occupying that space. And now it's all filled in, so the next phase of that project is moving along very nicely, very nicely. And I'm just actually waiting. It is 2:19 right now. And like I stated earlier in the video, 4:15 is the last studio tour tram happening. And if a lot of you are just tuning in right now, even though this is a recorded video, today, March the 10th, is the last day for Fast and Furious Supercharged on the studio tour. So 4:15 for the studio tour is very important. A lot of vloggers are going to be here. Just to name a few: Theme Park Wizard, Mondo from Five Fires. I think I saw Junior, which is Universal Disney fan on Instagram, is here. I think even Dylan himself from Theme Park Obsession might be here as well. All to cover the last studio tour tram that's going to be happening for Fast and Furious Supercharged. And my question marks go up on if they're going to reuse that building, or they're going to demo that building to the ground, and that area, Jupiter's Claim and Falls Lake, is going to be turned into a theme park expansion, whether that could be Harry Potter, which I'm hoping it is, or it could be Dark Universe, it could be Wicked. We just don't know. But the fact that the studio tour, and it's not confirmed by Universal at all, but Universal, or the fact that the studio tour is moving from its current location down to the hillside project that we looked at earlier, to that hillside project where the studio tour is going to be relocated. And I just want to reiterate, is not confirmed by Universal yet, but it's looking more and more promising. If they do that, the studio tour where it sits now, I'm thinking that's where the Hogwarts Express is going to be. I'm thinking also that whole area and possibly the extended queue for Forbidden Journey is going to be used for the King's Cross Station facade building to go in and enter the Hogwarts Express, which will drive from the current studio tour load and unload location and drive down to the Falls Lake area. And where Supercharged sits right now, as of today, March the 10th, that's going to be the other end of King's Cross Station. We're going to disembark from the train there and walk into whatever Harry Potter expansion there is in the Falls Lake area, including Jupiter's Claim, which Jupiter's Claim, that whole set, which the studio tour drives through right before it goes to Fast and Furious Supercharged, that whole little western town was only supposed to be temporary, and I feel that its days are numbered. So we'll have to wait and see. Also, I want to show some footage that part of the old western sets that were literally right next to Earthquake, the big one, which again the studio tour drives through, just got demolished the other day. And those western sets were part of, the movies way back in the day when Universal Pictures started on the studio tour with Carl Lumley and all this. So they finally ripped it out, and it makes me wonder. I did hear some type of whisper and murmur, again, not confirmed by Universal whatsoever, but we currently have a wood mill shop for the studios. So this wood mill, kind of dome-looking building that's literally kind of right behind Transformers. And if many of you went to HHN last year and walked through Texas Chainsaw Massacre, if you look across there, you got the studio post, and if you go more towards New York Street on the left-hand side, that's where the wood mill building is. Again, where they build facades for the movies, TV shows, commercials, and so on and so on. That's supposedly is supposed to be torn down. Possibility for theme park expansion in the future, and it's supposed to be relocated from what I heard. Again, not confirmed by Universal whatsoever. It's just a soft rumor at this point, but it's supposed to be relocated right next to Earthquake, where that old western set just got torn down. So we'll definitely have to keep our eyes on that area next to Earthquake and see what goes down. But it's something where we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But I want to thank everybody for joining today's video. And I'm your host, Theme Park Conductor. You can find me again on my socials on YouTube, Instagram, Bluesky at Theme Park Conductor. You can find me on X at Theme Conductor. You can also find me every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Conductor Thursday live stream, where either I have amazing guests like Orange Grove 55, George the Italiano, Mr. Webba, Theme Park Wizard. I've even had Mondo from Five Fires on the channel. We just recently had Capture the Magic on the show, and we also had many other vloggers that visit the theme parks like Universal and cover all this exciting new construction that's been happening around the theme park. So definitely stay tuned. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm also going to be posting a POV video of Fast and Furious Supercharged tonight at some point, so definitely look out for that video. And this video that you guys are currently watching, you guys will probably see it. I will be posting that very, very soon. So stay safe, be kind to one another, stay cool or stay warm wherever you're at, and I will see you guys very soon. Have a good night, everybody.